is one of the most important, if not the most important, activity in any country. That is so because education equips the citizens with the tools to meaningfully manage and navigate life. It is therefore important to set up reasonable infrastructure for schools. The colonial administration, before we got independence, and the missionaries, and I'm not the bishop is here, understood this very well. When we visit schools built by the colonial administration or by the church, we witness quite impressive infrastructure. And I think the proprietors of private educational institutions should be mindful of the infrastructure as they invest in schools. You see, reasonable infrastructure creates a conducive atmosphere, a conducive environment, and it grows the mental outlook and attitudes of the learners. In the 21st century, we tell people to think big, to plan big. If you went to school in little miniature infrastructure, you'll be very lucky to plan and think big. You see, human beings are social animals. We learn from our experiences. We learn from what we see. A kid from the age of 3-4 gets to understand the school is a big thing. And when they grow up, the things they plan, the things they do are big things. We want big things in the country that we've done. And I'm very grateful for that very much. I urge the teachers, in order to school their parents and all other teachers, to inculcate worthy values in the learners from the very beginning. We want young Ghanaians to be able to tell the difference between wrong and right. Of good conduct, being responsible, being hardworking, being truthful, having integrity, being courageous. These are very important values that will meaningfully shape the character of our children. okwagala okukola ebintu eby'amangu kyekiganya okukulaakulana mu ngeri y'ennamaddala. Abantu bakyawoleza mu bintu binene. Abaana basomera wano obwongo bugazibwa era bwe banaakola bajja balowooza kukola bintu binene. Webale abasobola kuzimba bino tebaazimbe naye abasobola waliyo n'abasobola okuzimba nga kino era bazimba kusiikiti bategereze ssente. Abaana sibalagala balowooza mu muntu mutono. Simanyi oba mwali mugezeko eyo ku masaza ne mu makungulu. Ennyumba ez'essaza ezaazimbwa Kabaka Dawudi Ttwa naye bweziti ku ttaka ly'essaza osanga bazimbyeko ka health center nga kalinga akasitoowa. Ekyo kitegeeza nti waliwo obutalowooleza ku binene ekintu kitali kirungi eri eggwanga lyokunya buwebale lwaki n'enjiniya byatugaza okubikwazanga amasaba nga mukunjula abaana basigemu empisa okutegeeza obuntu bulamu. Tetwagala enjogera egamba nti Uganda bwetyo bwe tulaba basente za gavumenti nti Uganda bwetyo, bwe tulaba basente z'enguudo nti Uganda bwetyo, bwe tulaba abalimba nga tusekaseka nabo nga tumwenyereketa nga naawe okimanyi ti omuntu mu byayogera bya bulimba. Abaana basigemu empisa ennungi ey'obuntu bayige okukola, bayige obwerufu, basalemu ekikyamu ku kituufu. Bitandika kati mu ssomero nga ba myaka 3 myaka 4 omwana n'amanya nti ekitali kyange sikitwala okujjako nga nkisani. Ekyo kyensaba abasomesa bakole mu sukulu, kyensaba abasomesa bonna gye bali nsonga y'ekyokugulula Uganda eddemu etojjere eyitibwe ekkula lya Africa. My years that she grew up as an orphan. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to guess. I mean, now as you can all see, she's a very pretty woman. I didn't know that orphans can be this pretty. And when I went to a school in India and seeing what it's very difficult to understand she's an orphan. She told me she grew up as an orphan. And she's very mindful of the situation of people who grew up in disadvantaged circumstances. And she told me she caters for orphans in Guyana, and I think she's going to cater for orphans here. And where they are charged fees, they are very, very minimal. And she told me to tell the Kabaka's minister in charge of education to identify, I think, one of them and bring her over to her so that she gives a full bursary. Isn't that so nice? I understand even Reverend Bambara is also an orphan. Look at how handsome he is. Have you ever seen an orphan who's as handsome as he is? Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Parents around here should come and register your kids. I think their potential will be discovered and the talent will be nurtured. I believe that all of you here, like me, are impressed by the infrastructure that has been put up. I am impressed. And believe you me, when I tell you I'm impressed, is a plan to develop the talents of the learners in all fields. Just like my learned friend Roger Mugabe said, when children go to school, they learn to read and write. That's the academic field. But we also want a school atmosphere that enables learners to discover their God-given talents, be it in music, be it in
wabula kyongo.
Academic area. I know a number of parents, none of you are looking at me now. You conjure up pictures, you draw pictures in your minds of your daughters and sons becoming doctors or lawyers or engineers like the one behind this structure. It's okay. They can be successful in those fields. But today, the most successful or the most capable people are not necessarily doctors or lawyers or engineers. These days, many people register success as actors, as spokespersons, or innovators in the different fields. Last Saturday, I was at an event, a Kwanjula event, and the entertainer was Nandija. None of you know Nandija. She's always on the plane, flying to Europe, flying to America, using her talent. And none of the doctors who were in attendance at that event have never even gone on the plane. They've never gone to America. So we must cast the fear that success only comes to doctors and engineers, accountants and lawyers. So the realization and discovery of talent must start right in nursery school, through primary school, and other institutions